The video will start in a few seconds, but as a reminder, remember, if you have a question, comment, or suggestion about this video, please follow the link below. Also note that you can post anonymously. Hello again, I'm Rodney Reynolds from 3dgameman.com and welcome to another video review. Today I'm looking at the SilverStone Fortress FT-03 Case. First, let me do a really quick unbox. As you can see, the box itself does look quite nice. Lots of pictures of the product on the box, as well as features and specifications about it. There's a couple of holes on either side, so you can carry this right out of the store really quickly. If you're ordering it online, none of this matters. Now open it from the top and then tip the box upside down. Your typical case packaging material, but I do find that SilverStone really uses thick cardboard. Usually the box is stapled, and as well the styrofoam is a little thicker than you'd find on most cases. Remove this styrofoam here at the top. There's another piece at the bottom, and the case itself is in a plastic bag. Now let me remove it, and let's have a closer look at the case. Now there's some protective plastic on this case, so I'll remove it on the side and as well at the top. They include a user's manual, a solid state drive or a 2.5-inch drive adapter, a fan power cable, a couple of tie downs, and screws. This is the big brother to the FT-03 mini case, and the advantage to this one is it's a bit bigger, so you've got more room to work, and it accepts micro ATX, DTX, as well as mini-itx motherboards and standard ATX power supplies. It's also available in 3 different colors: black, silver, and titanium. This is a breath of fresh air when it comes to computer case design, and that's a good thing because most computer cases these days look boring. This one does not. It will certainly stand out. Very nice looking, and the overall build quality is exceptional. And note that there is very little branding on this case. Let's first start at the bottom. They have these cutouts on the front, the back, the left, as well as the right, and this is for air circulation. On the left side there's plenty of ventilation. On the front there's a slot, and this is for inserting or ejecting a 5.25-inch disc. The right side is plain, and the top has lots of ventilation, but this top panel can be easily removed. All you do is just pull it off. With the top panel removed, what you normally would find at the back of your average case is actually at the top of this case. You've got 4 expansion slots. These are ventilated, more ventilation right here, and they include a 120 millimeter, and this fan exhausts the warm air out the top of the case. Here's the power button, reset button, the activity LEDs for hard drive and power, 2 USB 3 ports, as well as the microphone and headphone jacks. They include a very cool top-loading, hot swappable 3.5-inch drive bay, and it is located right here. There's a lever on it. Push it this way, and it will come right up. Install the 3.5-inch drive and push it down. To gain access to the inside of the case, first remove the top panel, then the side panels. To remove the side panels, it is very easy. All you need to do is pull up and they will come right off. With the right side panel removed, you can see where this top-loading hot swappable 3.5-inch drive makes contact. Note that there's little pieces of rubber both at the top and at the bottom. This is to cut down on vibrations. And speaking of vibrations, they also have these little soft grommets right here for installing the 3.5-inch drives. You can install up to 3 3.5-inch drives. So one in this top loading drive bay, another one right here, and yet another one here. There's plenty of holes in the motherboard tray for organizing the cables, and there's also a fair amount of room behind the motherboard tray for tucking them away. Now, as I mentioned before, this case fits micro ATX, DTX, and mini-itx form factor motherboards, but the good thing about it is it accepts standard ATX power supplies. Oh, and they do have rubber here on the left side of the case, again, to prevent the side panel from vibrating. Now, there is not a lot of space on the inside of this case to work, but that's to be expected. After all, this case is designed to be compact. Note the fans inside of the case. This is to direct the air from the bottom of the case, so it's pulling in cool air from the bottom. The fans will then push the air to the very top, and then the top fan will exhaust all the warm air in the case. This design works extremely well. And by the way, these are all 120 millimeter fans. You can install another fan at the top, either an 80 millimeter or a 92 millimeter fan, but it's optional. Despite the fact that this is a pretty small case, you can fit video cards that are up to 13.77 inches in length, CPU coolers that are 167 millimeters in height, and power supplies that are up to 180 millimeters long. Now, keep in mind that you can only fit a video card that is 13.77 inches in length if you have this bottom fan removed. If you do not, you can fit a video card that's approximately 10.5 to 11 inches in length. Now, you might be wondering, what in the heck is this cable? This is the power cable. This goes into the ATX power supply, which would be installed right here. And this cable goes to the bottom of the case. So you would plug the external power cord to the bottom of the case and then to the outlet. Also note that this middle fan can be removed if need be for installation or if it's getting in the way of some hardware. But remember, you don't want to be removing too many fans because you do want to have decent air circulation throughout the case. Now, if you're wondering what this drive bay is for, it's for a slim 5.25 inch optical disc drive. At the bottom is where the power supply's power cord gets connected. This is the one that goes into the outlet. They include 4 rubber feet and a large dust filter which is held into place by magnets. It just comes right off. They have a filter here which is for the intake fan and another filter for the power supplies fan, keeping in mind that both these fans pull in cool air. Also, the left side panel has a filter, and this filter is for the fan that's in the middle. Now, have a listen to the stock cooling, but note the blue LED fan you're seeing is on the power supply. Now, have a listen. The whole idea with this case is to give you as much space as possible in a compact design, and I think they have accomplished that and more. I love the styling on this. It looks very, very unique as well. The build quality is exceptional. If you're in the market for a small form factor case and you want it to fit a standard ATX power supply, have a number of drive bays, plenty of cooling, look amazing, then this is probably it. I love to see this unique design in the computer case industry. And I'm not talking about cases that look like cars, boats, transformers. I'm talking about designs like this. Designs that work. Designs that are functional as well, look stylish. I love it. Overall, this is a 100% kick-ass product. Until next time, take care.